Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel Coding with Idris. Today we are going to solve average waiting time. It's a medium level problem. The problem statement: you are given a restaurant with a single chef. You are given an array of customers where customer I have two values, arrival I and time I. Arrival I is the arrival time of the ith customer. The arrival time are sorted in non-decreasing order. The time I is the time needed to prepare the order of the IF customer. When a customer arrives, he gives the chef his order, and the chef starts preparing it once he's idle. The customer waits until the chef finishes preparing his order. The chef does not prepare food for more than one customer at a time. The chef prepares food for the customer in the order they were given in the input. Return the average waiting time for all customers. So you can see in example 1, we have 3 customers. The first customer arrived at time equal to 1, and his dishes preparation requires 2 seconds or 2 time unit. So in that case, his order will finish at time 3. So he'll be waiting for 3 minus 1, which is 2. For the second customer, he will arrive at t equal to 2. The chef will take his order starting at t equal to 3 after finishing the order of the first customer. And he will finish his order at time unit equal to 8 because he requires 5 minutes to finish his order. So 3 plus 5 is 8. So the waiting time for the second one is 8 minus 2, which is 6 units. For the third order, we start at time equal to 4. The chef takes the order and prepare it at time equal to 8 because he finished the second one at time unit 8. So he finished the third customer's order at time unit equal to 11, which is equivalent to 3 plus 8 when he started. So the waiting time will be 11 minus 4. 11 minus the arrival time, which is 7. So the average will be the summation of all the waiting time for each customer divided by the number of customers, which is 15 divided by 3, which is 5. So same thing goes for all of them. So to solve this problem, we can see straightforward. We need to keep track of the finishing time of all the previous customers, and we will add the time needed to prepare the food, and we'll remove or subtract the arrival time, so to have the waiting time for a given customer. So let me explain. Let's see here in the first one, the total time needed for the whole thing is 3 because 1 plus initially is 1 plus 2, which is 3. But how the waiting time, it will be the total time needed waiting time minus the finishing time minus the starting time. So it will be 3 minus 1. So we also have to keep track of this 3 since we need it for the next customer, because the next customer's order can only start at time after 3. So it will start at 3, at time equal to 3, and will finish at 3 plus the time needed to prepare the order, which is 5. So 3 plus 5, which is 8. So it order will finish at 8. To have the waiting time, you'll subtract the arrival time, which is 2. So total waiting time minus the finishing time minus arrival time, which is 6. So that's the waiting time for the second one. So on and so forth. So to solve this problem, so let's dive into the coding. First of all, we define a variable called total waiting time, which is the beginning, the initial time, or the arrival or the finishing time of the first one. So that's the total waiting time. Then for the initially, let's say what I meant is, for example, for this, the first customer arriving, the waiting time will be 2. We don't need to make 1 plus 2 minus 1, so it's redundant. So initially it will be the time needed to prepare for the first customer. Then the previous finishing time, that will be the summation, initially the summation of the arrival time and the time needed to make the order, to finish the order. So now you iterate through, starting from the first customer until the last one. So if the previous this one edge case, if the previous finishing time is less than the customer arrival time, then we will make the previous finishing time to be equal to the arrival time of that customer. That example is this one. For example, we have this up to this part, the third one, 14. We'll have is 11. The finishing time here is 11, right? Then if you go to the next customer, which is, sorry, no, yeah, it's this one. The finishing time is 14, right? So if you add, and the previous finishing time is 14, but this customer is arriving at 20. You can see 14 is less than 15. So we have to update the previous time to be 20. Then we'll add 1, so to make it 21. Otherwise, if the previous finishing time is 14, then adding 1 will make it 15. 15 minus 20 is something like minus 5. So which will not give a result into the correct answer. So what I'm trying to say is here, let's say finishing time was 14, but we can see in this case the arrival time is 20. So you are making finishing time minus arrival time. Finishing time is greater than the arrival time. So that's not possible. So to avoid that, we use this condition, that if condition. We'll update the previous finishing time. Then the total waiting time will be previous. We'll add the time needed to process the food or to make the order to the finishing time. Then we'll add the whole thing minus the previous finishing time minus the customer arrival time, and finish minus arrival to the total waiting time. So the answer will be total waiting time divided by length of the number of customers. So in this case, the runtime will be O of n, and the space complexity will be O of 1 or constant. Let's run it. Let's submit it. So thank you. Please share, subscribe. Peace out.